Welcome back to Fanopy Growth. I'm your host Jacob, and if you're new to the channel, this is a fan club for Canopy Growth Corporation, ticker symbol CGC on the Nasdaq Stock Exchange, and we cover Canopy every day or every week, and we'll go over the major headlines of what happened since we last spoke and what's going on right now. So we had a pretty good day. So today is actually it's technically January 5th now, but it's after midnight, but the last trading day was January 4th, Monday, and Canopy had a pretty good day. It was the first trading day of the new year for Canopy, and so you see that we had pretty good movement. I was kind of expecting that we were going to have a good start to January, just because investors I thought would want to put the last year behind them and start off with some good action. So we actually ended up being up about 10% early in the day. Kind of dropped back down and then rebounded here around the 25.71 mark, and ended the day out up about 6%. So 6% there. Excuse me. But so that was pretty good. Like that action. So there are a couple things that we want to talk about. One thing that I think is one of the catalysts here. So we look at this article here on Investor Business Daily. This one was from Bill Peters. But it says the biggest marijuana stock flashes bullish signal ahead of Georgia runoffs. So tomorrow, or technically today, January 5th, is going to be the Georgia runoffs for the Senate to tell who is going to be in control of the Senate. So this was a good article that I seen here. They talk about how what kind of been happening recently. CGC rallied along with other marijuana stocks at the beginning of 2021. So they talk about it here. Will the Democrats regain control of the Senate and broadening the opportunity to push through laws that are friendlier to this cannabis industry? So we rose about 7% all in all on January 4th, staging a bullish rebound off its 50-day line. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see here. So Biden himself has expressed support for federal decriminalization of marijuana. Vice President-elect Kamala Harris has sponsored the MORE Act, a measure that would pull cannabis from the list of controlled substances and decriminalize the substance on a federal level, but leave laws up to the states. So, they did the MORE Act, passed the House in December. So, we're going to see what's going to happen as far as who's going to get control. So, got some words from David Klein. He talks about this a lot. When, not if, when it comes to CGC. So, talks about how we already have the U.S. ecosystem that positions us well as a hemp and cannabis powerhouse. When, not if, U.S. permissibility happens. So that's what he said on the earnings call. So we're excited about all the different things that are going on with Canopy, like Martha Stewart, like BioSteel, Stores and Bickle, Acreage. So yeah, there's a lot of things that are going to be happening, and we're excited for the new year. We talk about how they closed down some facilities. We kind of touched on a lot of these different things. Canopy has scaled back a little bit, so to speak. So, you know, I think that we're going to see some exciting times in 2021. So let's hope that we can continue good results. So they do talk about, still no profits. So we're going to wait a little bit and see if those profits come in by the end of the fiscal year. Hopefully we can become profitable as soon as possible, but we're working on that every day. So when he arrived at Canopy in January, he committed to conducting a strategic review in order to lower our cost structure and reduce the cash burn, which he has done that. So he's been, moving us to an asset light model, and as far as in Colombia and kind of in other areas as well with the closing of the Canadian stuff. But the U.S., we are working on expanding that for sure. So the right sizing, yep, yep, man. So they're firmly on a path to reach positive adjusted EBITDA at some point next fiscal year. So, if you're a long-term investor, that's important, and we all want to make sure that we're keeping an eye on that, and we also want to realize the potential that we have here. So, they go on, yeah, 150 to 200 million over the next 2 years. We're gonna save. All right, so let's do our best to do that. So we still have work to do for sure. Yeah. So this guy's not sold on Canopy yet. So so you see this. They talk about what happened here. So excuse me. CGC stock on November 6th broke past consolidation with a 22.29 buy point. Shares had pulled back since hitting 29.52 on December 4th, but are still extended above the 5% buy zone, an area that IBD considers ideal buying territory for stocks. All right, so and on December 23rd, shares rebounded from their 21-day exponential moving average, an entry for aggressive swing traders. Indeed, CGC stock was added to swing trader for that day, but shares gave up all those gains on December 24th. All right, so we've kind of been going up and down since this, November election. However, on January 4th, which was last trading day, Monday, um, the stocks moved higher off its 50-day and 10-week lines, offered a buying opportunity. So I like this too. They said that CGC stock has a composite rating of 78 out of a best possible 99, according to Market Smith. Investors Business Daily research shows the biggest stock winners typically have a composite rating in the 90s. So I think that that's still pretty good, 78 for where we are right now. Canopy's relative strength line, which compares Canopy's stock performance to the S&P 500, rebounded on January 4th, but the line is still below levels reached in November. It's also above the 200-day line. So they say that one of our rivals, Tilray, has a mediocre composite rating of 39 with an EPS rating of 23. And so, and then for Aurora, those numbers stand at 13 and 3 respectively. So not too good. They do talk about innovative industrial properties, which is this stock that has actually been doing really well. Um, yeah, so that's one thing you want to check out if you are interested in other stocks as well. IIPR, they do pretty good at making that stock keep going up. So, who knows? Maybe Canopy can do some business with them as well sometime in the near future. So, is Canopy Growth stock a buy? I think it is a buy. Obviously, this is a fan club for Canopy, but what they say here, so even as more straight-laced executives try to tighten up Canopy's operations, the company is still losing money. It operates in an industry fraught with regulatory and legal hurdles. The economy remains badly shaken by the coronavirus pandemic. The bottom line, investors who accept the risks are nonetheless eager to get into marijuana stocks could buy Canopy. CGC stock currently offers a buying opportunity following the rebound from its 50-day line. Generally, though, IBD's research shows investors would be better off looking for stocks with stronger fundamentals and that are closer to their highs. So, we'll see how long it takes us to get back up to our highs, but I thought that was an interesting article, definitely. So, another one I have here to look at. So, this kind of talks about the Georgia runoff. So, and I think this was interesting what Biden was talking about here. So, Biden was mentioning that electing Georgia's Ossoff and Warnock would lead to $2,000 stimulus checks. I think everybody is looking for some more stimulus here in America. President-elect Joe Biden said electing Democrats, those guys, John Ossoff, and Reverend Raphael Warnock, And Tuesday's runoff elections would end the gridlock in Washington and allow a Democrat-controlled Senate to provide $2,000 stimulus checks to Americans. If you send John and the Reverend to Washington, those $2,000 checks will go out the door, restoring hope and decency and honor for so many people who are struggling right now. So I think that was a good message to send to Atlanta and Georgia voters ahead of this runoff. Um, so I think this is a lot to do with cannabis as well, because Biden's declaration comes just days after the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, a Kentucky Republican, rejected a bill that would have increased direct stimulus payments from 600 to 2,000. Oh, let's yawn on that note because I'm tired of this guy. But let's see what we can do when the Democrats can take some leadership here. So yeah, they want to break the gridlock that has gripped Washington and this nation. So this would give So this would, if they can win both of their races, Ossoff and Warnock, the Senate would be tied 50-50 Republicans and Democrats, with Vice President-elect Kamala Harris able to act as a tie-breaking vote, therefore giving control of the chamber to Democrats. So she's already for cannabis. So I think it just makes sense that if we can control the Senate, this is going to look good for Canopy and for all cannabis stocks, especially ones with a plan for the U.S., a strong plan. So I definitely want to keep an eye on that. And um, I don't like to get too excited because, this is the stock market and anything can happen. But I think if we can get a good outcome tomorrow, it might make us some money here. So I hope it does. So we're going to definitely be tuned into that tomorrow or today. And, we're going to be ready to hit those all-time highs because I think that we should be on the way there. So we see that we just need a good catalyst to make us, have some rocket type of moves here. So I would do wish everyone the best here that follows me here, and it's a new year. Started out, the first trading day, a very good day, 6%. We'll take it and we'll run with it, and hopefully tomorrow we can even get even better and do more and prove how great we are here at Canopy Growth. So this is Fanopy Growth, and thank you very much for checking us out and for riding with us. And have a great rest of your trading week, and have a great year this year. Let's hopefully we can look back at this and all be up. All right. So take care, and thanks for choosing Fanopy Growth.